So, welcoming you to the MAO free workshop wherein you get to learn how to build an offer live. So, I'm gonna be taking you over how to build a paid AI offer, starting with some context that I have live from one of my community members. And we take all that context because I was on a call with this person and I also got a voice note from them later, and also going to be scraping the internet for more context, so you'll be able to see how do you do that within my Claude Code or maybe Codex if you want to. And then we extract that value, we convert that into an offer, create the page, create the relevant assets, scrape relevant leads, make our lead list, look at how to automate the cold email sequences, have personalization, and finally how do you collect cash for things like this. So it's a complete step-by-step process which I'm going to run live right now. And this is the core context of MAO, which is, being a modern AI operator is building all of these synchronously to your past experience, to your, um, to the model which you are resonant with, and not having any, separate blocks. Like I had people being again, I need help on your cold email. I have a website, but that's not the point of it. The point is how do you take all of the data in one synchronous pattern and build something relevant from scratch. So that's what we're going to be exploring right now. And sorry if I'm a bit buggy because I'm on decaf this morning. I've not been having a lot of coffee, but let's get to it. So let me take you to my Claude Code within my cursor. So if I can explain to you what this is, we'll actually just close it off. I've made all my directives, which is basically prompts, and I will show you what this is. Okay, so this is workshop in cursor. Basically, the folder you see on the left hand side or the right hand side of your screen, depending on how it mirrors, like it says workshop, it says context, directives. So these are basically folders. Like if I say show me in Finder or if you're in Windows, it's basically just a folder, right? It's the ability to, have this all open in one working directory or one working folder. So I made this for the workshop, which we are going to be exploring right now. So it has context, the notes of the call with Gibson, and even some voice notes that he sent me. And the other thing is, I mean, I just got this PNG, right, which explains what we're going to be doing right now. Uh, so it's just for my context, we're going in that synchronous pattern, and then there are directives. So it's like kind of IPs to follow and a proven roadmap to follow while you execute step-by-step processes. So we'll be executing most of these right now that are relevant towards Gibson's context. So now we firstly are going to open a new terminal. A terminal is a place where computer runs its commands in computer language. But now this is where the modern AI leverage comes in, is because you can run your commands using English. Initially, what I had to do is like, I mean, run like a Python file and write all of this in Python or JavaScript. Or initial days, people used to do C, Objective C, very difficult coding languages which no one understands. But today as Python had come in the day, it was a big thing that hey, Python is almost as close to English or JavaScript is as close to English. But today you have this beast that is Claude, or you could even use Codex, and what these things do. And you can also use the application versions of this, which are also very good, and we can explore that down the line. But these allow you to write in English, and I like to buy the max plans, so I mean, I have enough usage available to me. So you always go to max so that it's always using the best thinking capability for the AI model. And what I'm going to do now is we just give English prompts and it's going to use tool calling. So what is tool calling essentially is it creates its own tools using third parties or maybe even its own tools. Like one of the tools I made is this path grabber tool you see on the top right or top left. I don't know where you see it, but you can see it open. So this helps me give enough context while I use my coding agents right in the terminal, right? So here this is cursor, we're using one directory, but sometimes what you can also do is like just open up a raw terminal, which is a part of your system, either in Mac it's terminal or the CMD, the command prompt in Windows, and you can just set up a new coding agent right there. And now what you do is you do not have the directory structure, right? So what I made for myself is this path grabber tool that allows me to pull context from anywhere. So if I want to like go to my downloads and I want to like just, you know, have any folder that I want to work with. So suppose student dashboard, okay, there's nothing here, but there's a folder, right? There could be some files here, but assume there's no files, there's just a folder. So you just click copy the path of this, right? And I don't know if it copied that. Yeah, it did. And you'd be like insert a dot text file explaining in brief the concept of a black hole. So I'm doing this just to give you some context around how a coding agent works and how tool calling works and how you can build your own tools on the go, like Path Grabber is something I made, and the LLM or the coding agent perhaps can make its own tools to create to process different things to extract different things. So you see, it made this random thing that what is a black hole. So it's just an example of how you can use this with speed right in your terminal, but we're going to be using it in a working directory for our workshop today. So let's start with Gibson. So I had this call with Gibson. He's a very high value individual, someone probably like my entire target audience for the cohort or for my Instagram or for all the content I make are people like me from the past who used to do jobs and they're very good at it. They're like, the main zone of focus in their offices, but then they don't get enough, you know, either they're not getting paid as much as they want, they don't have the freedom in life of the both of them, right? Which is what I wanted. Like I wanted to make 4 lakhs a month if the job was the main thing, but no one would pay that. Like I was making a lakh a month, and all I got ahead of that was like 20% of a raise after 6 months of working and delivering industry enterprise level outputs as a one person employee. But then I didn't like that, and apart the salary part of things, it's also that um, as an employee, you you kind of are always stuck with times. So like right now I'm free. It's like 7:50 in the morning. I woke at 6 and I wrote my journals. I had a nice cup of coffee, my milky decaf, as I said. So I can do these things. I also did it while I was at the job, but the problem with the job was my entire day was messed up. But now after this, I'll do my meditations. I can let this call stretch a bit so that I'm giving you enough explanation. And I can go to the gym in the between of the day. I can go for a swim in the between of the day. I mean, we have all this infrastructure around us. There's a pool in my building, there's a gym in my building. But with the job, it was like I couldn't use these things. I couldn't use my PlayStation 5. I couldn't, make workshops on the go. I couldn't create content because it's so attuned towards having this person sitting on the top of you who's called a manager, and all he will do is, constantly rut you with tasks which don't make sense to you, but just for the sake of it, just because he's hired you and he needs to, log his, I don't know, hours, he will annoy the fuck out of you. And it's not even his fault, but it's just the system that doesn't work anymore. It's modern slavery. And when you have the ability to, use modern AI to, and, just articulate yourself into something good, which is what I'm going to show you in this workshop, is, taking these notes and making something so good out of it, making a business of yourself. And not having to do a job ever again, because that's what I did for myself. So let's start right now. So we're gonna take these two call notes, and what I'm also gonna do is we're gonna scrape about Gibson. Okay, so I'll show you who's Gibson. He's the guy who's gonna like. Let me just close these extra tabs because they're taking away my multitasking capabilities. Okay, nice. So let's come to Chrome. I have Gibson here. So this is the guy who had contacted me, and I took his permission. We're gonna make an entire plan for him, and uh, let's just look at his contacts. So he has some great contacts. He's done some stuff. He's, closed a lot of deals and all of that. He's into sales. So what we do is we just grab this link and we come here and we like, this is additional context for Gibson. Add it to the context folder. Uh, and add relevant details that could map onto scaling his own individual offer. So the context here is that these AI tools can scrape by themselves, and now you'll get to see an experience of tool calling. So you see how it sees the directory via this LSLA. LSLA is a command that allows you to see stuff, and you can see it's already pulling out the directive from here, which is number 5, or um, I think it's number 5, right? Yeah. So it's fetching databases of the prompts given here or the directives given here, and at the same time also tool calling. So like fetch, this is a sort of process. So it has a problem, and it's so smart, right? You see, LinkedIn blocked the web fetch, but it also has stealth browser, and I'm also going to show you some of my skills. So if I can just open my skills folder, meanwhile, so Claude works on skills. You can see this. I'll just try to copy this and open this. We'll not just see stealth browser, but we'll see agent browser. So let me come to, we'll see all the skills actually. I have multiple skills. I have some of my own skills. So if we could just open this, allow. Okay, so it's using the skill right now, but I want to show you the skills folder as well so that you know. Okay, let's see. Yep. So this is a step. I need to show you the entire folder so that you know you have enough context around skills, because skills are what Claude runs on. It's having multiple bunch of skills, and you don't. So that's what I teach in the last part of even MAO is that you know once you're done with everything, you make systematized pipelines so that things are happening on uh, stable. It's happening on a pipeline. It's happening on automation rather than SOP. So that's what a skill is about. It takes all these tool calls that is like, hey, now we fetch this, now we use this, and it doesn't pull these things in the between. Like this is my fault because you know I've not given it any skills, but I mean then it eventually with its thinking abilities knew that hey, let's use stealth browser. But I think what would be better is agent browser. So we'll give this another minute so that you know it can do its thing with stealth browser. But then I think agent browser would be the better way to go ahead. Meanwhile, I'll just try to show you my skill folders and also give you a nuance on skills. So here it is. So let me just copy this much and put it in this. Not opening up for some reason. Okay, wait, I'll just the best thing when you know things don't open up, you just spit up a new terminal and give it to Claude. Because it has tool calling abilities, as I said. So yes, open this. Oh my days. Open this. Okay, there you go. We're in skills. Okay, no, this is not the right skill folder. This is like an external folder I had made for a step. So a step is a other AI bot which you sorry an AI tool which you can use to create music. But let me just open the Claude skills folder, the path. Like this will give you more understanding of how skills work. There you go. So this is what I was trying to show you. Like it has all my skills over here which I use on a regular basis. I use the versatile deploy clavable. So this has a bunch of tool calls inside of it, which allows you to, you know, directly log into your versatile via CLI, make a link via CLI. So once you're done, we'll be using the deployable skill in this workshop. Agent browser is what I'm going to use right now because this thing is not working in my opinion. Okay, did it work? Okay, fuck this. We'll use agent browser. You invoke agent browser and browser auth skill, and do not close the browser. Instead, spit up a new instance or open up the current active browser. So what this does is basically I have two skills. So browser auth is an you know intellectual property. It's my own skill. But if I look at agent browser is more of a public skill that's available to you in market. And how can you get these skills is by going to skills.sh, and you'll see like there are many skills available here. So you just need to like whatever you want, right? So like emotion for editing, you just come in here, emotion best practices, you copy this and paste it over there in your terminal. Sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it's like, hey, this is not a real thing, it hallucinates, but you gotta be, you know, just tune the model to be like, no, this exists, run the command. And if it's not running the command, you can also directly run this in your terminal. So like I've been always wanting some skills, right? So like there's Google official Google workspace skills, so like GWS. If we could just see, for example, let's say Google Calendar, right? This is a the official Google API skill. So if I come to my terminal, oh my days, quit. So if I come to my terminal and I run this command, it should actually get that skill for me. Yes. Skills, it's cloning the repository and it's asking me which coding agent do you want it for. So of course I want it for Claude Code and I want it globally installed. So it should not only be installed on the project directory, right? It should not only be installed in the subfolder. It should be installed in the entire system in my path. That's the path wherein it will apply to everything. So whenever I'm in any Claude instance, I can always, you know, pull this particular skill for me. So I click global and that should, you know, get that skill for me. So yes, and it will get that skill in the global stuff for me. So I can access the Google Calendar skill from here now. So if I go to Claude and we will just look at the skill for example. So invoke GWS calendar skill. I mean, it's smart enough, but I'd like to give enough context. Meanwhile, we can also look at the search it's doing. So it's like I need to log in. And actually shouldn't ask me to log in because, see, it's put up a new instance. That's the problem. Anyways, we'll just get that done. It's already a clone. I don't need to log in. You have one of this instance. Show you my codex later. And you have one of this instance. Okay, yeah, this is, it's already logged in. Okay, I didn't install the right skill, or did I install the right skill? I did install the right skill. So we'll just, kind of copy this context because it's saying, hey, you didn't get the right skill. So I'll just show you this. I did get this. While we are doing skills, I want to get this guy's thing done ASAP because, we're going off topic a lot. Spend 10 minutes. So let me just get into ultra focus mode now. I see you already have the workshop. This. Waiting for you to sign into LinkedIn. I'm already on LinkedIn. Use Claude for Chrome. I mean, just use agent browser and scrape that LinkedIn profile ASAP. So it's like this thing annoys you as fuck at times if you're not like pushing it to its core. So you just need to like keep giving it context to like do what it said to, what it has to do. I mean, it's again saying sign up. Okay, we'll just control O. What does this say? Allow. There, finally, now it's extracting AppleScript.js. Meanwhile, what we also need to do is, like use these two context nodes. So we'll just copy this path and be like extract the voice from this to text using Whisper. So Whisper is a free code ChatGPT or OpenAI speech to text model, which you can use. Not the most accurate, but it's enough to get the job done. And add it to context.text, two files respectively. So by doing this now we'll have enough context from his LinkedIn, which should get stored in a while. So you see it's getting all the context from him. So it's like he knows the brand strategy thing, the B2B growth, based in Bangalore. He's a co-founder of his, he had told me he had a, you know, real estate kind of business. So it's on as well. So let it just get all that context. Okay, there you go. Two blockers. GWS binary is missing the skill wraps. This. Yes. So I have a new MacBook by the way, so I need to always, install some of my things like Google Workspace CLI because if the system is new, so you need to like it will give you relevant context for each skill. So for this skill, you need Google Workspace. So as I showed you, right, you just copy the relevant stuff you've done, paste it as context, and then it'll be like, hey, you may have the skill, but you don't have GWS, which is the relevant tool or the relevant, function needed in order to run this particular skill. So, and also skill is in the wrong place for Cloud Code. It's installed in this. This is about Cloud Code reads from this. Yeah. Also, so it also got installed to the wrong place. So we also need to say so install skill to the right place. Let that happen. Gibson LinkedIn.md is ready. So there you go. We have all his context. We have all his roles and structured data that can be used by the LLM now to be converted into an offer. So pre-built ammunition, offer picks, three productized directions. It's also got the offer picks because I have my directives in my folder. It's like he knows that I want to, make these offer options, offer refinements based on the directives we already have here. So that's great, but we're gonna do this in a very step-by-step fashion based on what our client or what the person wants or what you want. Like in this case, Gibson wants to do something around service as a software, so high-ticket services, but also using relevant tools to make sure it works for him as a very productized offering rather than a very consulting offering. So let's see this meanwhile. There you go. GWS calendar is getting added to the right place. Now you just need to like close this once and GWS auth login. So I can access my Google Calendar from here. So if I go Control C, GWS auth login. Uh, what happened? No auth client is gonna. Okay, run GWS auth setup. You just follow the instructions. So you go to. So I'll log in with my Google account because this is official Google skill. That's all you can see. It's Google Cloud SDK. So no worries here, but also you should be a bit uh open to it, like a bit on your toes when you're using some open source skills. This is made by Google, so I can just like connect some Google projects, look at some APIs. So I want the Google Calendar API and then OAuth credentials. I think that's already done, right? OAuth client ID. Copy the client ID. Okay, I do have a client ID, but I mean, we can just leave that for now. Okay, what about creating a new project? Let's call it workshop. Workshop because the ID is already new. So let's say workshop 23. I could say workshop MAO because the ID is already in use. Okay, wait. I think let's just tell Claude to do it. Uh, Claude, yes. Use the GWS skill to run. I don't know, to set up my calendar. Okay, so we have context as well now. So both the transcripts are saved. As you can see, I had a call with this guy. It basically used all the skills from what's it called, Whisper, because I already have Whisper installed into my system. It's a very lightweight thing, and you can use it for free. I think it used my API key as well because my API key is an environment. But there you go. So you have enough context now. You have enough notes. You have the person's LinkedIn. So all you have to do now is take this context, right? Take text, and the MD file, copy it, and sorry, copy path and paste it here. So now the LLM or the coding agent has all the context about what we are or what the person is. And what we can do is now that our context extraction phase is done, transcription cleanup. So now you just clean up all of this into some good file. So you take this and you paste this here. So this it will follow this directive to do it on all the data. So take the raw transcript, clean it into a business node, and do not make it into marketing assets yet. We just want the background, we want the skills, we want past experiences, offer ideas, and we'll make this into a nice file. And you can also convert this into a docx skill, but we won't do that now. We'll do it at the stage of offer option. So once we know what offer we're doing around stage 5, we'll from there, make like a docx so that or maybe around step 9, that's when you make that very curated, customized offer document which you show to your clients. So that's there. Meanwhile, we can also look at skills. So you're not yet authenticated to set up calendar, authenticate. So there's a lot of step-by-step functioning for skills like Google Auth because you need to be very ultra safe. You need to give it all the relevant API keys and all these things, the client IDs. So I'm not going to do that right now, but the skill is there. You can use these things. You can always download your skills from skills.sh and Claude will be able to interact with those skills. That was the main point of showing you this. I'm going to close this terminal now and we're going to focus on the pure essence of this particular workshop, which is to build your offer, build landing pages out of it and take it to the market. So also writing emails and stuff. So let's just get to that. So right now, a coding agent is reading through our context files based on our directives and cleaning it for all the fluff. As you can see the prompt on the right. That's the thing with max mode is that it just takes a lot of time. I wanna just see how long we're in on this. So we're in 25 minutes and we've not yet done a lot of work. We did get some context and I think that's what most people don't even do. So we're good there. But for my personal level, I think I just go all around go all around the place, and then I'm just showing you 10 other things, but this is the main thing. So in 25 minutes, I could actually had done the offer document by now. So we're gonna go really ultra focused right now. So it's time to lock in. So now it's saying stage 2 directive is clear. So it's following the directive, turning raw transcripts and the LinkedIn into a structured business note without the marketing polish. So you're gonna have a nice file with all of these notes and we're going to refer that, and you don't even have to refer it. Like right now it's just about going from step A to step B to C to D to the final stage, because we're in a time crunch. It's just to show you what is possible with speed. Of course we'll go in, like I want to go into more depth in this, each section of the outputs we get from the AI, and mod it with your own tinge. Like for me, I run Finematic, so I've made my offer very ultra position towards this, and I make my offers even ultra position per client. So like this is for only finance creators with created businesses, right? So it's like selling them AI RAG bots, selling them automations, selling them content, AI content. Like I don't position it as AI content. I rather say chart animations, which sounds more premium and is more premium. So I think, and then you connect all your past wins. Like that's I think the biggest thing is taking your past case studies, your testimonials, and making it into live marketing assets. So we're gonna explore that for Gibson. Right now we have his business notes ready, and we're gonna open that and read through it. So he has 3 years full experience he's doing GTM at this company. Um, he started his venture with 3 friends and he's still operating it on the side. He has a full corporate job. He discovered me on Instagram and he doesn't refer. Okay, it's got a lot of fucking context. So we have his skills, and this was my favorite, right? He sold $8,000 worth of high ticket programs uh, in AI prompting and all of that. So it's like he it's just course garbage, right? Ed tech usually is like course garbage. Like if you can sell that, it just shows your level of skill. And end-to-end account cycle, so he's done all these other stuff. So you see, it has all these things, and it will also have his past experience, early sales roles. I mean, we need to like it's a real estate firm. I remember he had told me this, but I mean it's fine if it's unclear. It's okay. I'm not gonna fix that right now because I don't have the guy with me. But imagine, right? If you had him with me, he would have just been like, "Hey, this is wrong. I just need to add some context here," and that's great. So current offer ideas in tech and SaaS services, the way to go. Subscriptions and products are kind of dead. I'm planning to get into consulting where I can consult multiple startups in my own domain, go to market strategies. You go in and set up their processes around their CRM and all that stuff. You can sell this as an entire thing as a service to certain startups with certain budgets. Then you can go for 2 3 months, automate their entire process, and just take your cut and leave. So this is what Gibson had exactly told me. It's quoted that from the call. So this is what we want to do. So what we'll do now is do value extraction. So you just copy the value extraction directive and say go ahead. And also I think just link this file, copy path and paste. So now it'll extract the value from here and give us the top 3 monetizable directions based on our value extraction directive. And then from there, we can either build on all or build some offers, refine that offer, build our ICP map so that we know who we are going to be reaching out to. And then from there, build our landing page, copy, and also the landing page because it hardly takes any time. Now for landing page, I think I'll explain this as fast as possible is that we're going to use 2 tools. So one is Claude Design, which I have with my Claude Max, or we can also use Tweak CN, which is another plan. So these are 2 options you have. If you're using Claude Design, This is just the design I made for my cohort. It's that for MAO, people are gonna have a lot of access to tooling. I want it to be more of a software and a gamified experience rather than just a normal course. That's why it's gonna be live. It's gonna have a tool. It's gonna have a week by week implementation. So that's why I made an app for this using Claude Design. I mean, the app is yet to be formed, but the design is in place. So it's more of community and step by step gamified learning. But I'm also gonna make a design for Gibson over here. But another free mode of using designs is TweakCN. So this is based on ShatCN. If anyone of you from tech backgrounds know the go to ShatCN repository, which TweakCN is based upon. So you have multiple presets over here that you can just copy the entire code for. So if I just like look at different you know presets that look very good. I mean, there's dark mode, there's bright mode, and all you have to do is just take this code from here, copy this code, and give it to your LLM. So you give it to GPT, or you give it not, I'd say Codex, because coding agents are way superior to like LLMs, because they have tool calling, as I explained to the start. Uh, I mean, it's good I took you through that because you have enough context now. But you can also like, I mean, there is some presets, right? So like if I generate mm, 43 themes. There you go. So if you go random themes, you'll get some nice themes over here that, say neo-brutalism. This looks so beautiful. So all you need to do is just copy this code, copy it, and like give it to your coding agent, and it'll make something out of it, using that exact design language. And what you can also do is like, just make a new file here and be like, style.css, and just paste that over here. So this is exactly the kind of style that, is being used to, create this sort of a design. So anything that you make on your website will follow this design. But then this is very basic. I mean, it looks really good. I'll be honest with it. I like the way this is looking, and you can also like go in your modified, go in and generate something with the LLM attached in it. But this is paid. I'd rather use my Claude design skill here and come up with a fresh design for Gibson. So let's just come out of this to the main Claude design page and set up a design system. Not a design system. I actually just want to, yeah, we're going to call this workshop. Bookshop MAO, and we create a high fidelity design, and all I need to do is add in some context down here. Okay, there you go. So it's taken all of this and converted it into three directions. So one is a sales engine script, which is a 60-day fractional GTM install for pre-series A B2B SaaS founders at 3 to 8 lakhs, or a 2 to 5 lakhs a month retainer, which is going to be the signature offer. The other thing is, you can do an inbox audit or an outbound install in 14 days. He has a certain thing that he told me about Gmail account. So that's his personal IP, right? That he can set up these Gmail accounts and, create these inbox audits and outbound installs, which, many people would like to have. So like founders or companies like the place where he works at, he can install this for them in like 1 to 2 lakhs and show them that, hey, and run it for like a month or 2 weeks even. So this is a 37 on 50, but it works. It's a cheaper deliverable and it upsells into it. So you can use this offer and you can deliver this offer out of that. And then the last thing is founder led to systematize sales. So premium 90-day program for any founder selling 5 lakh plus deals. Uh, okay, so founder led 12-month expansion play. So I don't exactly know what this does, but we can actually come to this file and have a look at it. So he can sell cold outbound sales processes, demo to close coaching, vertical SaaS, high ticket sales, outbound diagnostics. So this is more of consulting, right? Outbound diagnostics. What he should not sell a SaaS. Yeah, he definitely doesn't want to do SaaS. He doesn't want to be a brand. He doesn't want to do all these things. US priced offers without testimonials, has zero published external testimonial set. I mean, this is a bit biased now. Okay, I'll be honest. He can actually sell US priced offers. Uh, it's not a big deal because he has the relevant testimonials. It's just about framing those testimonials in the context, right? So we'll look at that as well. So these are some of his stuff. He sold 5 crore deals. Nice. So now what we do is we will move to the next step. Yes, let's get offer options. Around direction A. So we're around AI, no, around direction A. So we're going to be sticking to the 40 and 50 score. I like this sales engine sprint. It's like a 2 month install for like he can charge 3 lakhs or maybe even 1 lakh to start with. This is going to be a signature offer. And the other things could also be his like base offers. Like if someone doesn't, it's not affordable for someone, he can, sort of give them offer B is what I like. I didn't understand offer C yet, but probably Gibson will understand that. So offer B is what we take in and convert into offer A once you're working enough with offer B, because offer B is a cheaper deliverable. It's an easier implementation because you can do it within 2 weeks to a month, but this will take you at least 2 months of installation, right? And it's a larger pricing, so it kind of warms up your client while you're doing that. So yep, let that culminate over time. Let me just take a look at our context file. You saw my skills. I like to give all my skills to all my dear friends. Okay, so we're at extract right now. We're coming into offer, so we're kind of almost there. Right now we're at offer options. By the time our offer document is done, I think we can also do that after the landing page. Because once we know our offer, we can actually directly go head on and build our landing page. And looking at the time, we're in at 35, 36 minutes. So in the last 10 minutes, we've got a lot of work done, is what you could say, right? We've got the heavy lifting done, and I think it's time to like start putting out some real stuff into the world. And I think the landing page is that first thing, right? When you put it off into the world. So let's just get this done ASAP. Stage 4, the productized offer options are getting ready. Okay, stage 4, 5 productized offer options in direction A. So that's more fun, right? Because now you have one direction, which is a signature offer, and it's going to have like 5 different variations of that. So let's have a look at this. And when you have a problem, I'll also give you another trick is when you have a problem with, making stuff work, what you can do is go to GPT and like use the image, or actually, wait, let's just do it here. So create an image, and what we're going to do is take these 5 offers and we're going to give it as context to this GPT in image mode, because GPT image is now very, professional with text. It can really embed or render photos with text and create this sort of visual graphic, motion, not a motion, but a visual graphic that helps you understand different stuff. We also need our ICP, right? A part of the offer is also getting your ICP, right? So knowing who to reach out to, not just what to reach out to. So target clients, pre-sees. So the 60-day audit, this is the flagship, as we already know. It's going to give it to us in the LLM output. So let's just close these folders and keep it really nice and clean. So yep, the 60-day audit engine, 4 to 8 lakhs, 21-day outbound activation converts into offer one. The embed sales expert, 3.5 to 5 lakhs a month, 3-month minimum, premium backend retainer, founder sales OS, um, this much per seat. So this is more like a cohort. So he can even sell something like how I'm doing MAO, because he has enough skill. He can sell a cohort as well. But I think the best for him would be starting this right away off the block. But we're gonna go here and we're gonna copy these offers, and it's also giving you the launch date, right? Like how fast do you execute on these? So we just put this here. Generate an image of this base offer being distributed into 5 images, into 5 offers, 5 directions, to give us better understanding of being of what's to be done. So in this method, you can have more of a visual. If you're a visual learner, you can have an understanding of how these offers kind of move on to different things. But now we're soon going to go to the next stage, is offer refinement. So it's already giving the recommendation, pick offer one. So yes, let's do offer one and move ahead with offer refinement. And also what I'm going to do now is going to teach you parallel agents or sub agents. So I'm also going to take ICP and map the ICP using a parallel agent. I think this is not the best way to go ahead because the problem with the parallel agent is, I mean, the problem with the ICP is only once you're done with your offer refinement can you do that. So what we'll do is we'll map the landing page copy rather than going ahead with the, or we'll just let this happen one at a time. We can do the landing page copy and the uh yeah, front end build together, I think, or the landing page copy and the offer document, because there we'll already know our offer. So then these two things we'll do with parallel agents. For now, uh let's move ahead with offer refinement. Let's do offer one and offer refinement. Meanwhile, we can also look at GPT make our image. So this takes a nice amount of time to look at the image, and it's using thinking 5.5. Usually takes a good amount of time. My MacBook is as hot. That's amazing. It's getting a good amount of use. So there you go. So this is more of a visual understanding of how the base offer converts into 5 offers. If you don't want to see everything, you just use this asset, right? So it's like base offer, install a repeatable B2B sales engine. This is your ICP and GTM clarity, and then you go and do the outbound stuff. Then you also have your playbook for demo to close. He's good with sales calls, so I know he'll have like a script that he uses. Pipeline ops and all this training and handoff. So it's a very systematic service that high ticket, and he can have like tools around it. So he can, like how I'm building out my workshop software, or I build out like client softwares as well, right? So like the rag board, or like a scripting terminal I make for my clients where they can put their YouTube videos. So it gives me that higher advantage, right? When someone hires me as a operator, they're not just hiring me, they're hiring my IPs, my pipelines. Even in the cohort, right? You're hiring not only me, you're not only getting like tuitions from me, you're getting the entire pipeline, you're getting an entire, like an entire software community, like all of these things are IPs by themselves, they're intellectual properties by themselves that lead on to value. So yeah, and then it's broken down into multiple offers. So it's like you have the 21-day, so this is a bit of a lower commitment. You have the 60-day, which is the main commitment that we want to go ahead with, or you have the embedded operator, which is like a retainer sort of thing. So you go for like 3 months, or the vertical SaaS thing, which is sort of, I think, a premium buy for 2 months. And then the cohort, which is another thing, like you can charge very heavy for. I think this is more of a later thing. I think the best thing to go on is for the 60-day sales engine install. So that's that. We are now getting into our stage 5, which is refining the offer to get it into a client ready signature offer. And we're also going to be using our um, docx skill at the end of this. So let me just, and then we'll also make our website once this is done. So we won't use the landing page copy directive right now because we already have our signature offer in place. So we'll just open this up. 60 days. I install a working B2B sales system in 60 days. So our founder stops being the sales team. Nice. Who it is for? We also have the ICP in here, but we're gonna go a bit more into it. So there you go. You have all of this in place. The guarantees in place. The upsells are in place. And from here, all you need to do now is, yep, go ahead and get the ICP map. Map the ICP. And what I'm going to do right now is, right, I'm going short on time. I think we're already at the 45-minute mark at this point, right? We're at 43. So let's just go ahead and go fast. Okay, so this will only work with Opus 4.6, not 7. So the model will be a bit dumber. Not very dumb. It's just zero point 0.1 of a difference in the version. So I'm going to toggle this on. And this uses extra usage. So I have like $80 of extra usage, I think. So yes, map out ICP and build. No, we won't yet build the offer doc. We'll first map out the ICP. So let's just come to the, wait, what did I want? Yeah, I did Opus, right? That's cool. Geo India only at launch, global from day one, or global. Okay, wait, I also need to be like, 1 minute. Restore conversation. So it's asked me some questions, right? So we'll answer this honestly. We want to go 70% international and 30% Indian, but only top paying clients in India. And vertical open ICP or pin to professional services. Open ICP, so you can go anywhere. Actually, we'll go pinned and pinned ICP, so that it's a bit more funneled. It's a bit more exact to how the Gibson or that guy's working right now, or how you are working right now. It should be like, your first client should be like just accurate, on point, so that whatever questions you're asked on the sales call, you can just hit on it. Network leverage for launch list, or stay anonymous until proof. Network leverage definitely works. Network leverage is an added advantage, but optional. Okay, so now we're on fast mode, so this should work a bit more faster than, see, you see it's already creating tokens because it's costing money to do this. Uh, but it's like 20x. So when I use my Claude plan, I essentially am paying like just um 20, a few cents. It's very cheap, it's very subsidized. But when we use stuff like extra usage or API calls, they're very expensive, right? Like it's this much. That's very expensive. But when you're using the subscription, like I was just using my subscription before this on the better model but the speed was less. It would cost me like a fraction of that, subsidized. So that's the concept of buying these plans out and not the APIs. But then sometimes you buy APIs for speed. So it's a mixed thing. But I didn't have to buy it because I just had I had some extra credits for free. They gave me 100 credits for free. So there you go. So we finally got our ICP, US and Canada, this and that. Okay, what we will do now is let us look at. So we're not going to build content today. We're not going to build our sales assets today. What we have to mainly do is get our landing page. Um, CSV schema is locked with 18 columns. Okay. Lead sourcing. Okay, we will do one thing now. We will create our um, landing page copy, landing page copy, and the offer doc, which will be client facing, and you know, using the docx skill with the pricing and different tax the ICP can buy onto, and also once done, move ahead to creating a design language, design prompt our for our website, and save it in a file. Save it into a .md file to which will be prompt for Claude design. So what we're essentially doing here is making a sort of design language that I'm going to give into this and make a fresh. I mean, I already made the fresh project is what I think. So it is your workshop MAO. So now it's going to make our landing copy, and what we will say is landing copy and offer doc can be done parallelly using sub slash parallel agents. So this gives us more speed because we're going to be doing it simultaneously. At the same time, I also want to see how much my Claude usage is at the point, the extra usage, because I so we come to settings because I don't use it a lot. So if we come to usage, so you see it's barely anything, right? This is the 11,000 rupee a month plan. It's also 2,000 rupee a month plan that you can easily use. It has the same features. Only difference is it gets over fast. So you see my my extra usage is getting over very fast. So I was like at 20 or $25. I'm already at $31, and I've kept this at 80. I have only $70 remaining, and this was free for me, right? But yep, so two agents are running in parallel. So if you look down here, it's having two agents do these processes, and then once those are done, it will write the Claude design prompt based on the stuff. Actually, I should have made it write the design prompt also parallelly, but that's fine. Let it just take its time. Okay, there you go. Something's ready. Our landing page copy is ready. I install a working B2B sales engine in 60 days, so your founder stop being this. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I don't like this. The sub headline is not good. So we once So that's the concept of working with me is that, I like to change it. I like to, it'll be more outcome focused. It's going to be like, this is not a good outcome. Like like, this is for a cheap company. But then when you're working with Fortune 500, so not even Fortune 500, it's like with decent, $100 million companies or $1 million companies, right? Over there, this could help, but I'd say it should still be around, something that's more solid. Like, hey, we'll add on $50,000 or we'll save you $50,000, something like that. Now we have our docx ready as well somewhere, which I cannot see because I'm blind. Offer doc context. Okay, it's just created, I think. There you go. So we reveal this and find it. I already have. Okay, it's opening in text because it's not there here. And again, this is also not very well designed because it doesn't have my design language IP. But that's fine. What we do is we go to docs and we open a fresh document and we just need to append that over here. So you go file, or rather insert, I think, no, or file, and open, and you just drag and drop that folder. So sales engine offer doc, and this is all you need to do, right? This is all you need to do on your calls is like just scroll through this, share your screen, and just explain this, right? So Gibson can just do this. Who is this for? Like, this has to be client facing. Again, I don't think this needs to come here when it's client facing. So a lot of edits need to come in, but it's way more easier. You can add some graphics. So like you create some graphics from Claude, oh sorry, GPT engine, and use those graphics in these documents. Um, and yeah, like you make your offers, you tell them what you're going to deliver to them, what we build, the processes, the phases, the timelines, all of these things, the deliverables, the pricings of different things. And this is like, hey, this will be more discounted for you, but then it's more expensive, but you're getting all of these things over here, and you have like a guarantee. So like I'll also give you like a 50% refund if it doesn't work, or like I'll guarantee you five qualified people, or I'll work with you until you get the qualified thing. You have the scope. So like this is a very ultra professional doc that would cost you at least more than an hour. And then it's a very step-by-step process. So it's like you have your onboarding call, we diagnose this, ready to talk. And I mean, you could directly email this to your prospects. So it's like more of a personalized invite to getting onboarded, or you can actually like explain it to them on a call and build it that way. So like this is how you build your offer doc. That's one thing. So now I think the landing page design should also be done by now because we're doing it on speed. By the way, how long are we in? We're in 52 minutes. I think by 1 hour we should have our website up. So let us come to design. Now we take this, copy this. Uh, do not revise the design to not mention colors or styles. Just the feel, the premiumness and aesthetic and vibe, and lead on the design agent to create this professional software like software like high ticket service. It should feel SaaS, but it's an operator. So, like this more of a sort of what do I say, it's more of a paradox, right? We're creating not SaaS in the general sense. We're creating SaaS in the new sense, which is service as a software rather than software as a service, because that's how you position to make more high ticket clients, right? And that's what gives you more freedom. It gives you more ownership, more IP, more authority. So let's just get off with the design. It's just gonna strip off everything, and the prompt now leads to an entirely on the feel and vibe. Okay, there you go. So now all we need to do is copy this. See, it says it here. It should feel like this. So now what we do is just come to our cloud design. So the offer doc is ready. We just paste this here and we run it. So while this is running, what I'm going to do is move on to the next step, which is person. So now we have our leads, right? So our ICP. Create a prompt to source leads for our ICP uh, along with the ICP doc or ICP MD being path referenced, and make the lead agent save it to sheets to CSV via the prompt. Also, get name, full name, and let's just do 20 leads. Okay, so we're gonna get only 20 leads. Don't do any of this, only create a prompt. Call it lead source dot text. Okay, so we take this prompt and we're gonna put it into Codex, because as you can see, I scrape my leads via Codex. It's way easier. Meanwhile, we can update our Codex, because there is an update. It's getting a bit warm. Okay, there you go. Now we have our lead source. So we are gonna just open this up, copy this, copy, and close, and get started. And my email is already connected to Codex. You can connect so many things, right? Like, let me just queue this. I'm gonna do it at high. I mean, wait a minute. Oh my days. Don't waste my time. I couldn't set it up at fast because the Google Calendar came up. Okay, let's just give it access to Google Calendar, because it's asking for it. The best part is, meanwhile, you have 10 things happening parallelly, so you're not that sad to, do a few things manually that, could seem like, hey, you're wasting time, but it's like, yeah, it's not a big deal. So, see, what I actually had to do is just come here and put speed at 1.5, so it's a bit faster. The map is pretty crisp. This shit is loading. I'm gonna close it. Where is our design? Okay, the copy file isn't in the project. Let me ask the user. Okay, Claude has some questions. Upload the copy file. Okay, yeah, I'll just give it. Landing page copy, copy, copy. So we come to downloads, we go to work, we go to our workshop, and we go to the copy file. See how it creates an entire thing. Geometric sans only, cool, and accent color pure white, warm off, pure white. Terminalish, nah, I think Gibson goes with pure white. Or actually, Gibson goes with a bit of the electric blue vibe. Dark, near black, true black, slightly warm charcoal. Hero headline, massive single block, massive headline. You are the sales problem. Damn, that's amazing. Four cards, process, vertical timeline with phase install, horizontal stepper on the page, three side-by-side cards. Decide for me. Credibility 6 card grid. Which tweaks should I expose? Mm, yeah, that's his option. I don't mind for that. Real CTA URLs. We don't have anything as of now. What you can do is like just, I have Gibson. So wait, I'll go to Gibson Verghese. So we just copy his, you know, page, his LinkedIn, which could be the CTA, and that's it. Anything else? Nah. Go ahead and make the design. So once the design is done, all you do is just download the design, and we build the landing page using that design. Meanwhile, this is getting our leads, and I think we had, what else? We had two things we created here, right? The landing page copy. I don't know what the copy is, but I think it's not the best, not the worst. I mean, I'd have to add my IPs to it, but I think the goal here is just showing you the power of Claude, showing you the power of the step-by-step process that you can do with AI while you're building your business with AI. So right now we're at step 4, and I mean, you could say step 5 as well, right? Because you have your audit document and everything. So we're at step 6 as well. So you're in like you're doing multiple things together, and step 7 is not that far, because once you have the emails, all you need to do is draft out some things, and then it's all about going to the sales call. So there you go. Lead source is already done. So right now it's searching the web for a lot of stuff. So you can see it's taking its time. It will do its stuff, but there are also other connectors you can build. Meanwhile, our design is getting written. I want to put my laptop's charger off because it's getting very hot. How long are we in? So we are officially going to be 1 hour in the next 40 seconds, 37 seconds, 36, 35. I don't know map that out, but I hope this all's getting recorded well and good high quality. We're on the 1st of May. creating some good stuff for our community. Okay, allow full access. You should always give full access. Like I give Claude bypass permissions. I give this full access because it's just amazing. I've got enough verified candidate material now. A few companies that look tempting are getting dropped off because of their current LinkedIn headcount, which keeps the finalist tighter, even if it costs some easy volume. Cool. Okay, okay, okay. I'm also going to show you how do you put this into emails now, right? So let it take its time. The web search quota, yes, allow. Another thing is, when you don't get emails, you can take the first name, the second name, first name, surname, the company domain, and make these pattern maps. So, like you run a lot of permutation combinations. It's a very simple Python script I create. I'm not going to go into that now, but in case it's not like you cannot get leads, emails, that's one process. Then there are many tools like Contact Out, I think Apollo, and many lead databases as well. So like I found a 1.2 billion lead list, 1.2 billion leads. Like if you have this, all you need to do is just, data mine, right? Mining your data is that going in on it, knowing your ICP and just cleaning this entire data set up. So this is something I found on the internet. It's not mine. I just found it. But there you go. We have our to-dos updated. This is going to take some time, I think. I hope it doesn't take like I think once it gets its to-dos in place, it just goes hard on and creates everything. Tool calling, public, verified stuff. I'm using a lightweight public search pages now to just clean up the remaining LinkedIn companies and avoid inventing URLs. Okay. The faster path for design would be just use this when you're starting out. But I mean, I don't think I'm any slow either ways. So these are all professional IPs. Uh, let's just get this done ASAP. Where is Codex? Auto reviewing, auto reviewing. Let us look at our plan and see if we can do anything meanwhile. Yeah, what we can do now is like, because we have time, we can create our cold emails. I also add this. So cool. What we'll do is just create these into a new folder called emails for our so it's called email sequence and personalized. It also makes like a new folder, and there you go. Your SDRs can't fix this 20,000 emails. So these are your email subject lines, and these are your emails. So you also have like a bit of personalization on mass outreach, and you can also have like pure personalized outreach, which is going to be with personalization. So this can be like, as per that particular client or that particular organization. Lead sourcing is just taking way too long over here. How's our design? Okay, there you go. We have our design finally. These are tweaks. Your B2B SaaS has a sales problem. You are the sales problem. Book a strategy called the founder sales. You hired an SDR that costs you $50,000 a year. You ran cold email outreach. Okay. Nice design language. Looks very professional. Looks gives us that, you know, um, software as a service, but it's actually service as a software vibe. It gives you the pipeline build. Why me? I mean, you can have some photos of Gibson here. So what I'm gonna do now is I like how this has come out. What we can do is have a light mode as well. You should just go to LinkedIn. Why is LinkedIn not working? Put the wrong link. Okay, anyways. Um, let's just have that light mode and good network. Boom, boom, boom. I should have added fast. Meanwhile, let me invoke the front end skill because we're gonna deploy this site, okay? And the versatile deployable skill invoke. So once this shows, right, it's like a function. It's like, hey, this is invoked. So that's a sign that, you know, oh, wait, why are you making stuff? No, invoke this. Just invoke the versatile skill. Do not build anything. Yes. The thing with LLMs and coding agents and prompts is that, it starts building stuff based on the directives, right? Like the skills. So like front end skill has mentioned in it, build this and this way. So it takes that context and it assumes that Aiden is telling me to build, but no, I don't want it to get built because I wanted to, first have my website into it, like my design into it, my design language. Oops, what just happened? I think it's still not done. I'm tired. Actually, I'm having a lot of fun, to be honest, because it's all being done with AI. Like, I can get very excited doing this for someone, for many people, and imagine doing this live in a cohort over 8 weeks. Oh my God, like the kind of offers I'm going to build with this is going to be wild, and I have such skillful individuals already, and we have 7 people already, and who are like top of the game. I'm gonna build some great businesses and sell it to some great people. And that's gonna fucking lead to a lot of testimonials. It's gonna lead to a lot of like numbers, right? It's like collective valuation. Oh my days. Just look at this, man. Look at this. Look at the bright side. Like I love this. I like this even more than the, right page. So the thing, this landing page thing is it's so simple. Really nice. Great. So I am directly gonna install this. It wants to verify. Cloud design is the beast. So we're gonna download this and you know put this into our thing here. And we are okay, there you go. We have our leads as well. So I think a few emails will be missing, but you'll have a lot of people. So you have funding, you have ARR estimates, and I think the emails, where is the emails? Do we have emails or not? Okay, you also have personalization. Damn. So there's a lot of stuff. See, so it's not got us the emails, but I'll be honest with you, getting emails ain't that difficult. So quick, this no blanco founder. emails are blank. But that's fine, right? It's not that difficult to find an email. So you have your leads. What I can do is, um, I mean, it wouldn't be that difficult to get an email, right? Just scrape the site. But what we'll do is we just download this to Claude, open in folder. Okay, it's already here. So we just copy path, grab file path. I'm going to close this. I'm going to close this, and we're going to look at our limits. So we use 22% of our design limits, and uh, extra spend isn't that much as of yet. It's just $30. What? $50? Speed costs a lot of money, man. It was at $30 just now you saw. So, anyways, use a sub agent to source emails via scraping these sites for these people and add to the CSV. Also, parallelly, use the design language in copy paths. So the MAO zip that I got from Claude Design and um, the context overall to build a lean, lightweight landing page with animations and design with animations, um, functional and mobile responsive, deployed to Vercel. Anything I'm missing? I think we're good. I think speed is just so valuable, right? You buy SSDs. Like I have this SSD I use on my phone and my laptop for my content. It's 256 gigs. It's so fast. Like you can use it sort of, what could I say? You could use a pen drive on your phone. You could use a hard drive, right? Like an HDD. It's cheaper and it's, I mean, more space. But this is just speed, right? You pay way more for this. Like this costs as much as this. Not that much, but I mean, this is way expensive now. This fucking thing has appreciated over time. But speed is all. I'm all in for speed. So you have your two local agents. So you're also building your site. I think the site should get created faster. It's gonna fetch all the websites to find email addresses. I just need one email address, right? So that I can show you how to use the Claude or the Gmail skill and in Codex and send out draft an email right there. And we also have a landing page being done, which should get saved somewhere here. What's this? I've got the copy as well. So how long are we into this? So we're in at 1 hour and 13 minutes. I think this cohort or this is going to be a big lesson for everyone who doesn't use agents. That you can do so much with it in just 1 hour and 13 minutes. I think we've built an entire business for someone in 1 hour 13 minutes with the personalized assets, with the landing page, with different offers. So, yep, that's all about waiting. Meanwhile, if you want to learn, I think it's a good time to do a shameless plug. MAO underscore curriculum, or I can actually give you the link as well. MAO.Versal app. You can join the cohort. You can apply. There are a few seats, there's a few discounts. And you know what? If you're already through this, I mean, the cohort is already going to applicants. So what I can do is I can just pull off the application document. If you want to work with me, you want personalized advice, there is an investment right now. We have two catalyst seats at 29,750, and then the last five seats at 35K. First five seats are off, middle three seats are off, two seats are off, something like that. But yeah, you get to be an operator with 5 lives. You get the accountability dashboard. You get to run email systems with me, my pipelines in a step-by-step 8-week process with 3 months of asynchronous execution. So you'll have access to me for 2 months live plus 3 months of asynchronous. Like every weekend, Saturday, Sunday, we're going to average of 2 hours live, maybe more or less, and also one office hour on the week. So my Vercel wants me to verify something, let's do that. But it's going to be a good amount of work, but fairly with AI, so it's going to be very efficient to have all my 8 IPs going in a step-by-step process with, that last agent phase when, you're delivering, you may get clients, you learn to ship with me, and also, automating your stuff into SOPs, systematic operating procedures, and, just having it go for you while, you're just the person you are. We go through the business engine, the tech engine, the content engine, different engines, because, you can be one person doing many things. You can build your own offer. Like I've made more than 40 lakhs from this model last 3 years, working an average of 4 hours a day, sometimes more or less, but the average is what matters, right? Because you get to live a very big life of freedom. These are some of the settlement reports, screenshots. You can see it's a lot of money that, can change your life. You don't need a job after doing this. And it's based on basic thesis, right? It's the world started with craftsmanship, then came in technology, and right now one person can use technology and add craftsmanship and his tool, his aesthetic to it, right? Like I'm doing over here. And there you go. We have a landing page in. So let me just get the link. Site red, open. So there you go. Um, is that a glitch? Oh, there is a glitch on this. Let me check. I don't see anything on the site. Okay, so we got our leads as well. So what I'm gonna do is close this. Where are our leads? We fuck the leads for now. Uh, 8 constructed. So this is an actual process, right? You can construct leads with and have an email verifier connected. That's what we'll be exploring as well in my cohort. So meanwhile, I need to fix the app. 46 KB. There's nothing showing on the app. No text, no tables. Wait, let me do one thing. Let me open this. Okay, this is the one. So it deployed the wrong one. Okay, so these are some hallucinations the LLM does, but it's good, right? It's doing its stuff. You just need to know how to navigate these things. No text on deploy. As you deployed index.html, which is empty, but you need to deploy this. Okay. Meanwhile, what I'm going to do ASAP. So this is very sexy, right? Already. Nice, 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 nice. Very nice. So what I'm going to do is, where's the lead list? Context. Is this the one? Yes, this has the emails as well. So now what we do is, we copy paths, close this, come to Codex and close this as well. And you need added the emails, and now using a mix of writing frameworks from, what you have to do is give it the email copies. So we come down to emails, we copy these two paths and we paste it here. From here, uh, draft all emails to my inbox, and I will just show you my inbox also so that you know that it's empty. To my draft, to my Gmail draft, to my Gmail drafts. Okay, so we come to my Gmail drafts. You can see it's empty. It's just some MAO code confirmation and some other, drafts that I made. But what we're also going to do is optimize for speed. And high is fine. GPT 5.5 writes very well. One more thing is that, I really want no M dashes in the copy. Use any other grammatical tool and listicles or line spacing or whatever to make it feel human. Okay, so we send this. And the thing is, basically, I don't want these M dashes because AI has, bastardized the use of M dashes. It becomes really difficult to for anyone to, show it as like, hey, this is like not an M dash. The Claude design version is now deployed. Okay. Uh, Open this. Okay, so we have our site ready as well. Here, a strategy call, how 60-day install works, and a GTM operator. What do you get? Nice. All I want to do is go to my word cell and like change the labeling because it looks shit. It's basically this, right? Wait, why isn't it claimable? I can claim it on my word cell. So that's what I want to do. Speed. Optimize for speed. Okay, I got the frameworks. The first batch of drafts is ready. Creating drafts. First, okay, there you go. The drafts are in Gmail. So this is called speed, bro. There you go. Everything's in Gmail. So you know this was the last one. Now you have before founding. Hey Hakeem, saw this. I installed B2B sales. This. And you can also have like your follow-ups. Like you have a sheet, track your follow-ups. So this is how you get all of this. You see how personalized all of this is, right? You see how real it feels. Like does this look like AI? Not at all. That's the power of all of these toolings, and you can literally build dashboards around this, have it check stuff for you so that you're not just sending mails, or you're not just sending first mails, but you're actually also tracking follow-ups, tracking reply rates, tracking conversions, all of these things with AI. So that's your sales part. So if you look at our graphic, or okay, you go, our site is ready now. Let me just whew, check this out. There you go, this is fixed, and I love it. It's deployed to market, and you have your emails in place as well, customized, personalized, and all you go from here is your sales script. You just need to follow your sales script, send out 1,000 emails, and as I was showing you my operator document on preview, is that you do everything with AI, right? It's the same business fundamentals. Only thing, like even the worst case scenario, you get one client after sending out 1,000 emails and if it's something like this, you could sell for $1,000 minimum. Like for Gibson, it's going to be 5 lakhs or whatever. So even one client changes his life, and that's the worst case scenario. The best case scenario is like a 3% reply rate. For these are numbers I've ran by, right? 6% reply rate, 5% reply rate, and this is without personalization. You have personalization, you're going to see anywhere between 10 to 15% of reply rates, and that one client is going to be like 5 lakhs. Imagine getting 10 clients and making like 50 lakhs to a crore. So that's the model. I think we've done all of our work over here that we sought out to go through. And let me just review it. Um, Let me just review it from our context image. So workshop, let's close all the other stuff. So we can see that we went on, and I'm also going to see the time. I mean, if you watch this at 1.5x, it says 1.5 or 1 hour 24 minutes. If you're watching at 1.25 or 1.5x, you could literally see it in an hour. We made an entire business, right? From the input all the way to cash. I mean, we didn't sell anything up yet. Like, of course, you need to package, and I gave you an idea of this, but till step 7, you have it all in place. This is more of like it's going to take some refinement. It's going to take some packaging skills, And of course, you need clients for cash. We're not going to send emails because that's Gibson's job to do. But there's a lot of enrichment, there's a lot of refinement that needs to be happening in all of these phases. So that's exactly what I do with MAO, and that's what I've been talking about for the longest. So if you're interested, you can join MAO, and you have your middle seats available. Also, if you're going for the 35,000 plan, it's not that bad because you can make your ROI with just one client that you close. And if you want to join, DM me on Instagram, or you can also email me. So I'll just write these details over here somewhere on the screen so that it is easy for you to access. So if you want to join MAO, let me close all of this and make a new file. It will be like join MAO.txt and close this and bring this to the main screen. You can DM on Instagram at the rate Aiden underscore Gomes, or you can email at Aiden Gomes50 at the rate gmail.com, or you can WhatsApp at +91 82911444684. So this is my details. If you want to join MAO, you can do this. And if you want these files, I'll try to attach it somewhere or maybe make it like, accessible to all, right? I'm going to send that to Gibson. But that's it for the workshop. Thank you for, joining. You saw the essentials of how to build a business from scratch with my processes, with my IPs. And I mean, it's still not there. It's still not the best. There's a lot of iterations. There's a lot of refinement. This is just a very concise version of, 3 to 5 months of all the work I do that helps me get like one client that has changed my life for me, right? I mean, I have multiple clients I've worked with, and this is like this is the one model that I've kept iterating on through different frameworks. So I used to sell content services, now AI services, a mix of those, and I think that's what keeps you setting yourself apart. And I don't know, like job proof, because you don't need to work a job anymore. You build, like, you stop going from you need something or you're asking from something to the phase where you're telling something, right? And the age of AI and agents, it's not going to be who gets hired, it's about who gets selected. And when you build your stuff in this orchestrated manner, right, it's obvious that you're going to be selected. Why is my antenna up? But yeah, that's it for this one. You can join MAO, or you can use this data, build your own business. Reach out to me, give me updates on how it's going for you. Thank you for watching this till the end. See you in the next one.